Episode 3, let's go.
It's cold.
Over the moon with that, over the moon. This is the end of week 6 of training for a 100-mile ultramarathon, and instead of going out and doing a 5k park run, I've decided to go and do a 10k race around London. Stick around guys, this is episode 3 of The Comeback. This week all we are looking at is whether my times have improved or not, and we're going to dive straight in with the London's Winter Run 10k. So here we go, here's the action. Episode 3 of The Comeback, we are doing the Winter Runs 10k series. For context guys, we're end of week 6. 2 weeks ago, which was end of week 4, we did a 1948 5k, diving into a 10k today to see how it goes, and then we'll do our long run afterwards. But this is, I guess, increasing the distance, trying to sustain the same intensity and speed. We'll see how it goes. So it should be good. There's 22,000 people that do the Winter Runs 10k, and it's what is it, 4 degrees today, Paris? Tell us how cold it is.
It's colder than that, isn't it? Isn't it like
It's currently
2 degrees?
Yeah, so 22,000 people to do a 10k, 22,000. Yeah, and all that, like there'll be a lot of really good athletes here, so the fastest time will be 30, 31, something, maybe even quicker, who knows. My time, if I can get under 40 minutes, I will be ecstatic. My PB at the Winter Runs is 36:35, which I think I maybe did 5 years ago, and then this year there is no way I'll get anywhere near that. But I'm looking forward to it. Good little test of the fitness over a 10k distance as we build up to the 100 miler in May. Sub 40 would be absolutely fantastic. We're not hanging our hat on it. I think we can do it. Kindly been given a brand new pair of Hoka's new X1 shoe, fully carbon plated. These things cost like 250, 260 quid. I'll do a review of them on the channel at some stage, because they are actually really nice, very different to what I'm used to, but it should be quite hard and fast, full closed roads, 22,000 people. We're in wave 1, which goes off at 9:30. That's about all you need to know. It's going to be a full gas effort. I will be taking one gel with me, because I'm not like 10k out the door, just smash it out fit. We're going to get there though. We're going full kit. Today I look terrible, but it's freezing. Finish down here, little warm up, small warm up, couple of days off. This should be fun, nothing else, no expectations. We're about 4 minutes until start time, and it has turned out to be an absolutely beautiful day. My boy Kieran here, who's aiming for like 38 minutes roughly, I'm going to try and stick to his wheels. I do miss the excitement and adventure of going to a race and being part of it. I don't love standing in the cold, but you only have to do that in the winter. Spring, summer, I love this. Love it.
Literally thousands.
Right, go time guys, go time.
Start line. Obviously we are to the city of London for letting us be here, but we're only got tenancy for a certain amount of time, so of course we want to get you guys out and on the course and bring you
people getting in the way. We've got some clean air now though. Kieran, what do you reckon?
Yeah, busy there at the beginning.
What I do know is if you work hard first 5 miles, last mile is net downhill. That's all I know. Just past 3k. Whew. You look more casual than I do.
Conversation pace.
Yeah. It's not.
It's not.
18:48. for the first 5. Okay. That's goal 1 achieved. Just hit 7k. We're hitting a bit of a wall. Back into the headwind. And it's not fun anymore. We'll kick at 8. We're onto the strand. 1k. It's downhill. I'm pooped.
We've got to start getting some call outs. My old sister was horrible to me. I feel your pain. Do you love your dad? Well done.
Over the moon with that, over the moon. Absolutely over the moon with that. The last mile is like downhill. I thought I'd caught myself out going out too hard. First 5k went too hard. Had a rough middle, just after middle patch, and we brought it back for that last couple of k. 37.52 over the moon, over the moon. Whew.
And who's that to you? Your girlfriend. Right,
Thank you so much. Oh, loved it. Brutally hard, but loved it. Whew. These are the legs of a 43-minute, what you get?
43.39.
43.39 10k runner right there.
I'm so happy with that.
Did you enjoy it as a race though?
Yeah, I actually did. It went quite quickly.
Obviously, with the way that went, I cannot be upset in any way, shape or form. First things first, my pseudo goal or half goal was to try and get a roughly similar time for the park runs that I've done previously. For my 5k within the 10k, which was a massive tick. I think I crossed the line at 18:48 for the first 5k of the race. That's the first thing to point out. I will also say now that my running I've had 2 weeks where I've kind of had like a relative deload when it comes to running. I'll show you my numbers here now, and you can see that the last 2 weeks haven't been too aggressive. They've kind of come down a little bit, which has allowed me to get the intensity up. I feel good running, and combining it with my cycling, it feels like it is going from strength to strength. And the weekend or next episode, I will be featuring a 50k training run that is a part of the recce for the course that we're doing for the 100. Anyway, back to the 10k. Really good to see my first 5k was 18:48. I will say that the first mile of the race that we did, out of the 6 miles of the 10k, the first mile was easily the slowest. It was very congested, lots of people, didn't really have a rhythm for it, so I think we ran like a 6:43 from memory for that first mile. I don't want to like be too presumptuous or ambitious, but the rest of my pacing for the race averaged out at about 6:05, so I'd like to say there's at least 30 seconds 25-30 seconds in there that could easily have been taken out. So the question is whether on a good road race would my 5k time be kind of mid to low 18 minutes, which would be great, and would my 10k time be mid to low 37 minutes, which again would be fantastic. Everything is moving in the right direction, guys. I'm trying not to laden myself with too much volume before doing these intense efforts. That's like the key thing for me. I don't mind building the volume as long as I leave myself a bit of a buffer before going in and trying to do like a hard and fast race. I will say that after that 10K, I did not go out and do my long run. My legs were really tired. The impact like really played a role in just kind of making like my muscles feel really sore. I didn't really want to push that, plus it was raining, just not great weather. So I was a bit, let's just say, lazy with that. I did mention it, I am going to go out this weekend and do which will be end of week 7, I'm going to go and do a 50K training run along the route of the course for the Thames Path 100, which I think is going to be integral and just kind of let me know what the route is like. It's really local to me, literally out my door, 5 minutes, I'm on the route. And it's going to give me like a really good indicator of what it's like and just kind of see whether my legs can manage that kind of distance. There is no time frame for that. I'm not going to try and do it in a certain time or a certain speed. It's literally just about getting out there and getting it done, and it will be a chance for me to practice a little bit of my fueling strategy. And I use a book called Feed Zone Portables, tons of really good recipes in it, and I'll try and whack a few up if I can, which is really good. And basically it's a lot of kind of sticky rice, stuff that's really high in starch, and starch is fundamentally sugar, which your body can break down a little bit quicker. And then just provide you with that kind of energy, which is what you need whilst you are actually out doing activities. So like I said, guys, the 5Ks have been kind of, well, the speed has been kind of going up and the time of the 5Ks has been coming down. So if nothing else, we seem to be kind of moving in the right direction in terms of building fitness. The one thing that I just want to make sure is that I keep my body in a good condition. I need to reduce the impact of building the volume, and again, I mentioned it in an earlier video, which is I will be using the treadmill because that takes some of the impact because it's spring loaded. I'll also be running on an incline on the treadmill because, again, running on an incline, first and foremost, you have to run, or you don't have to run as hard to get the same physical effects. So effectively, you are more anaerobic running a little bit slower than you would be if it was on flat. So that's the first thing. And secondly, because it's on an incline, you are just reducing the impact that goes through your body. So you're putting less stress through your bones and your joints, but secondly, that neuromuscular stability. So every time your muscles land and contract to stabilize your body, if you can reduce that impact, so that really sharp, forceful impact, then you're obviously going to put less stress through your legs. Really good for building training volume, but obviously when you are doing or trying to replicate that out in a race, it's not great. So it's not the way that you should train the whole time, but it's a really good tool to build volume and basically time out training. So that's going to be my goal. I'm going to spend a bit more time on the treadmill, slight incline, 5, 8, 10% maybe, probably wouldn't go up that high, to build basically a solid base. But 5Ks are coming down nicely. I need to dive into a park run. Not going to do it this weekend because we've got the 50K coming up. I'll probably try and do it the following weekend and see whether we can kind of replicate some of that speed that we seem to have found during that London Winter Runs 10K. Overall, yeah, it's fantastic. I'm actually really enjoying it, as hard as it is. I'd say that my next opportunity to run fast will probably be the Maidenhead 10 miler, which I think is at the end of March. So I got another 3 or 4 weeks before that. And again, we'll probably try and aim for a quick 10K within the 10 miler and then just hold on for the last 4 miles. Stupid thing to say and suggest, but it seems fun. Right guys, thanks for sticking around. That's the end of episode 3 of The Comeback. Please do like and subscribe or drop this video over to anyone that might be doing training for a long ultra. I try and fill it with as much information as possible, not only from my journey, but just general information I think people can use to help improve their own training journey, and that's the plan. Guys, I will see you on another one soon. Like, subscribe, comment, appreciate it. Guys, thanks so much.